I hope you guys are doing well. I did a post on the community board of coming out of this retrograde season. Many of you have realized that you fully embody and align with the video that's attached to the post that I put out on either today or yesterday. I'm getting that this is probably going to go out on tomorrow, even though it's done on 11/11. So check out the community board for that. You will be pleasantly pleased with your today, your now, once you check that out. All right. You guys, it's interesting because this reading, I received the title for this a couple of days ago, and I usually struggle with titles, and I'm leaning away from even putting titles because I'm like, I don't know what to call it. It's full of everything. But this right here, interesting enough, I received the title, and it was The View of Two. It came to me the other day, The View of Two. But it wasn't yet time to do The View of Two. So I just wrote down the title and said, okay, I'll get to it when it's time to do The View of Two. So I thought this would be a good day to do The View of Two, and I received a nod that this is a good day to do The View of Two, so let's just do it. Let's see. Let me check and see the volume of this music. While I'm doing that, allow yourselves to really think that what you desire is a possibility in the way of that is for me. If it's coming in my mind space, that's for me, because this is a wonderful alignment time. Well, a lot of the things that are coming up to you, you can trust that it's aligned with your heart center and your desires. And you can really go into what we would describe as the true nature of manifestation, which is to align and know that you can align to the things that come across your vision space, and know fully in belief and honing all your energy in that it is possible for you, and that it is being presented to you just because it is possible for you, and that you only have to accept. And once you begin to accept, it appears to be a manifestation for those in the physical 3D viewing. But however, given the spiritual view of that which is being presented to you, just like being in a restaurant. Would you like this to eat off the menu? Would you like this to eat off the menu? As you look around the earth plane, and you get to say, yes, I'll order that. I'll order that. I'll order that. Yes, yes, yes. This is a good time to say yes. The only hang-ups there is whether or not there can be an alignment to it. Are there any hidden beliefs that say no? Even though you're verbally affirming yes. Even though you're screaming in your heart yes. Even though you are mentally getting the views and pictures, and you say yes, is there anything planted in there that says no? That's generally the hang-ups. But you're in a good time now where many of you have seen a lot of miracle possibilities. So it's a good time to say yes. And really align in belief. Let's see. So, looking in the mind space, which we know is masculine, So that's being guided by the brain, is what we describe as masculine. So if someone is dominantly masculine, they're guided by the brain, which we've already discussed it. That is the majority on the planet historically. So when we look in the mind space, which is considered to be the masculine, this is how when you hear people say, well, both of the energies are in each person. So now you're seeing how that really works, how that's even possible. It's not really a Houdini thing, it's kind of a fact thing. So looking in the area of the mind space, this is very interesting because the energy here is in depiction of what would be the King of Cups, which is really mastering the emotional knowing. And if this is happening in the mind space over in the masculine energy space, what this means is, which is so interesting because this goes right into the energy that was of last week. So you can look into that. If this is happening in the mind space, before it was really seeing the truth of everyone around and the things that were causing conflict, the things that were not working. This round, the mind space is actually seeing the truth of what was actually for me in the action space, which is this was actually for me. This person was for me. This choice was for me. This situation was for me. These are the things that were for me. And the reason I didn't know these things were for me, and I'm going to be real with you, it's very easy. If you have so many things that if you have a history of things just not turning out right and really not having that trust and just a long history of just no's and what won't work, you kind of lump it all together, which is okay. They are anti-me, you're anti-me too. This situation doesn't work for me, that situation won't work for me either. This isn't going to work out for my good because that doesn't work out for my good, or that didn't work out for my good. So people are lumped together and opportunities are lumped together. And this really prevents moving forward. What seems to be happening right now in the mind space is the ability to positively move forward, because the direction of moving forward is actually clear. And what that means is that, whoa, I'm not just seeing the truth of what is anti-me, people, situation, things, even food is coming up clear. I'm actually seeing what's for me. So I actually thought that this person was not for me, but now all of a sudden I'm seeing that this person is for me. I'm actually getting a clear play-by-play of the experience. And I can actually trust that my emotions are aligned correctly here. Whoa, this person was for me. This situation was for me. That didn't at all play out like I thought that it played out. Shoot. That actually worked out for my good, and I actually thought that that was something harmful. So this is what's going on in the mind space over on the masculine side here. And definitely with those who are dominantly masculine, they're starting to see what's for them. And within self, in the mind space, really seeing clearly what's for you. which is really good because this allows to move forward positively and strongly. Oh, that's good. Now I understand the title. The view of two. So you're not just seeing the road that's it. You're not just seeing the path that doesn't work for you. You're seeing the path that does work for you. So you're actually getting a chance to choose the advantage point, kind of what we were talking about before in the past. This is actually breaking it down how it's happening. So new opportunities coming for many of you now that you have that full view of what works. So it's like double back. I snatched that, which is also why that beginning area came in with the yeses. Cool. So let's go over on what would be known to be the feminine side, which is the heart space. Those who are guided by the heart, when we're looking at an individual, that would be dominantly feminine. And then just within self, this is the heart space. So interesting enough, the heart space is putting an end to emotional sacrifice, which makes so much sense now. So it's almost like I'm putting an end to emotional sacrifice. I'm really just going to allow my emotions to flow, because if I allow my emotions to flow, then I'm really able to trust where they'll go. It's like a little rhyme, but I'm getting that's really what this is about. I can trust where my emotions will go. So I might feel a little bit off here, feel a little bit sad here, feel a little bit mad here, feel a little bit glad here, but I'm starting to realize that it's going to balance out, and my emotions are my directional point. So I don't have to just stop how I'm feeling about things. I can really just allow how I'm feeling about things, because it's really going to guide me, and I'm going to actually be able to see my two views. So you're like, this is my compass, which is amazing. If this isn't a perfect alignment, if this isn't union and perfect alignment right here, this is it, you guys. This is how it works. So it's like I let my emotions flow. And my emotions are going to tell me where to go. And you can trust that. And you can trust the miracles that are coming through there. This is really amazing. I'm glad to get this view for you guys, because you can really see. So you're able to take this and have the confirmation within your life of exactly, that was a mix up. You're able to see exactly how it didn't play out and exactly how it does play out. You're starting to see on what would be the heart space and the feminine side, how you ran. You're starting to see how you were moving somewhat in a child view, very fearful, because you weren't sure you could handle what was coming up emotionally. In the heart space and on the feminine side, you're starting to see the view of you as the runner. The view of you as the runner when it comes to the emotional space and not allowing it to fully flow. The inability to balance out those emotions created fear. So there was a shutdown. But now, instead of shutting down what's happening in the present moment, you're allowing yourself to live out the experience. You're allowing your emotional space to flow and live out the experience. And letting it all balance out and land for you. Which is allowing you to see what's described as that miracle spacing. Which is, it started out this way and then it ended up this way. I allowed that flow. Those of you who have worked with me in the office or have been to my website, I've always had this quote up there of being able to ride each wave as it comes. And that's always been my main thing whenever I work with people, is to allow them to be able to live out your life and ride each wave as it comes. Not as soon as something comes, you just shut it all down because you get fearful or you don't know what's going to happen because of past or childhood woundings or these emotional spaces that led you in so much pain. Really allowing yourself to get back to living instead of just shutting the experience down. And though there are many reasons that that's done before, many of you are starting to realize, shoot, I was shutting down my route to my advantage, my route to my good stuff, my route to my good people, my good situations and things of that sort. You weren't just shutting down the negative experiences, the bad experiences. You're realizing that an emotion is just an emotion. It doesn't have to activate your body in any type of direction or anything. You get to just be present when it, feel it. Okay, what's up? And then when everything balances out, you're allowing the guiding to where it is for you to go. Oh, perfect. Perfect aligns with the community board posting. This is good. Congratulations for many of you. This is really what full body embodiment alignment looks like. Having your mind and heart within full alignment, allowing guided and action spaces that are for you, and really seeing what it plays out, how it plays out to have the advantage. You don't just see what doesn't work for you. The advantage comes in when you start to see what does work for you. You start to see the truth of those situations. And you stop letting those past experiences that created so much turmoil within your life guide you to miss the path of the goodness. You're seeing both. I love this. You have two views. That's the title. You're seeing both. Not just what doesn't work, not just who doesn't work. You are seeing who does. You're seeing what does. Because you are allowing the flow of your emotions in your guiding system that says, whoa, not that way. And then you don't just shut it all down. You allow it to flow you right back and go, now that way. It would make no sense to be out in the middle of the ocean on a boat. And then just because you get a rough shift, shut it down and just sit out there, drown, don't go anywhere. That makes no sense. Yes, we don't flow that way, but now we allow, we flow this way. Now we're going to land where we want to go. Cool. The golden mission is union. Union within self, then union with others. Connect with you soon.